I do appreciate for parents that even though they tell me that they want the system to be better and they want change, that when we talk of change, it can be unsettling.
This video appeared on my timeline. I have since been sent it by so many teachers. And listen, when I first saw that headline, teachers to carry out SEND assessments, my first thought was, oh, here we go again, another hat to wear. We're already nurses, counsellors, social workers, dentists, therapists. Apparently now we're going to be SEND assessors too. Now, when I actually watched the full video, there's nowhere in that video where Bridget actually says that headline. So I decided to reach out to someone on the Education Secretary's team just to sort of clarify it. And this is what Bridget has said. Teachers have an important role to play and I want them to adapt to meet the needs of children. But there will always be a role for professionals like education psychologists. Parents want support more quickly and teachers are often able to spot where children need help and put in more support. That requires more support from us, including training, which is what we will do. Which, to be fair, makes sense. Teachers are brilliant at spotting needs early. It's part of what we do every single day. But spotting is obviously very different from diagnosing. And if it means more training, time and collaboration with specialists, that's great. But if it quietly means they're expecting us to do more with less, it's not going to be reform, it's just sort of shifting the blame. And the other big news this week is that the government's white paper on SEND reform has now been delayed until 2026. Now, this could actually be a good thing. SEND reform is huge. We know it affects children, parents, teachers, therapists, everyone. So if this delay means they're really taking their time to listen properly, build consensus and actually fund it, fine, take that time to get it right, because that's what needs to happen. Because we know rushed SEND policy just usually ends up being redrafted 3 years later anyway. But I know there's a lot of people who are going to be worried by this. And, you know, whilst policymakers are taking their time, ultimately children are still waiting months, sometimes years for assessments. Teachers, Senkos, drowning in paperwork. Parents are just exhausted from fighting for support. So every delay, no matter how well intentioned, it has a human cost. And we can't just keep saying, oh, we'll fix it soon, while classrooms keep absorbing all the fallout. The current system, I think one thing we can all agree on is that the current system just is not working. So yeah, take the time to get it right, but let's not use that as an excuse to drag our feet. Give schools the funding, training and specialist access to actually meet needs early. Teachers want to help. We just can't keep being the patch for every hole in the system. And it's got to be seen as we're partners as teachers, not replacements. So time will tell with this. We need to get it right. We need to get it done. And fingers crossed it happens sooner rather than later.